All righty. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you, wherever you are across the world. And happy Valentine's Day to you all. Mwah, 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 mwah. So good to be here. I see people already logging in on Instagram. So, hello and happy Valentine's Day to you, Dr. Intabella and Ramile. It's so good to have you guys here today. Today is another amazing Monday for us to empower ourselves. Today's topic is how to put your strengths to work. And it's season 5, episode 18 of this show. So, oh my gosh, sometimes I marvel at the fact that this show has been going on for almost 5 years. So never despise the days of little beginnings. And I am so thankful and happy to be here again this Monday. I wasn't here last week, Monday, so I missed you all because I was in transit. I had to travel for my mom's birthday, and so I could not be live, but I am super thrilled to be live with you all today. So, how you guys been? What's up? What's up? What's up? How are you guys enjoying your Valentine's Day so far? So, hello. Oh my God, I can't pronounce this, but hi, JYO, Path, and Nissan One. I'm so sorry if I murdered your name, but I love you and I appreciate you for joining me. So, how's today going? And because it's Valentine's Day, right? So I'm going to preempt everybody to have one word for the week, which is love. Love. We all need to constantly remind ourselves to show love, not just to other people, to ourselves as well. And love has a way that it flows. It stems from God, who is love himself. So you have to love God. You need to have more of God in you for you to be able to exhibit love in the right way. Because there's some kind of love that some people think they have, but it's toxic. Because my definition of love is wishing people the highest good for themselves. Okay. So if you actually have love within you, you will be someone who's showing people ways in which they can always improve. You will act in them in a way that shows that you actually want them to be the best version of themselves, and you will not do anything to hurt them. And of course, if you love yourself, you will not do anything to hurt yourself either. You will fulfill your destiny. You will live a life that you love at all times, that fills you with passion. And of course, you will keep on putting your strengths to work. That's why today's topic is perfect for today, because many of us are not putting our strengths to work. We're focusing on our weaknesses. We're looking to the left and to the right. We're trying to be other people. But if you are going to live your best life, if you're going to enjoy your life, if you're going to really thrive in life, you need to be able to discover what your strengths are and then to be able to put them to work, because that's how you're going to enjoy your life. That's how you're going to live a phenomenal life. So, yes, today our word for the week is love. So let us learn to love ourselves and love other people and treat people the way we want them to treat us, so that that way we can have better relationship with others, better relationship with ourselves, and better relationship with our God. So as you're joining in, please share this video with other people. Invite other people to join us. It's going to be fun. And don't forget, I love you guys interacting with me. So please, as I'm speaking and as I'm sharing points, please put your own thoughts on the screen as well. I will read them, I will acknowledge them, and I'll also interact with you from time to time during this video. So thank you once again for tuning in today for season 5, episode 18 of Live a Phenomenal Life Show with me, Madame Merola, the bank creator that ignites the beautiful and bold, audacious, no excuses, God's masterpiece in you. So let's get started. Yeah, 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 yeah. So I got the affirmation box out, and because I have no guest today, I'm only going to read out 3 of these cards. And today, okay, I picked the cards already so that you guys can have cards that are in synergy with what we're talking about today, and also for today's theme of love, which is what everybody's celebrating in the world. Although love should be celebrated every single day, we will still go with a tradition that everybody prefers to celebrate love on a mega level on February 14th as Valentine's Day. So the first card says, I attract loving and supportive people into my life. I am surrounded by people who genuinely want to see me succeed in life. They inspire me to be great. Okay, so that's the first card. The second card says, I find fulfillment and satisfaction in all I do. My work is meaningful and purposeful. As I say yes to life, life says yes to me fully. I love my life's calling. Woohoo! And the final card says, love is constantly in my life. Yes, happiness, joy, and peace of mind find me daily. There are miracles and blessings of all kinds in my life. Regularly, life is awesome. If you guys love those cards, please let me know. Oh, thank you, sis. Yay. Thank you for telling me I look cute. Oh my God. And you love the touch of red that I put on top of my black just to go with the theme of the fact that it is Valentine's Day. So red is the color of the day. And I say that the red is actually a symbolism of the blood that Jesus Christ shed for us on the cross of Calvary, for his undying love for us, his reckless love for us. So the red is symbolic, y'all. So I'm wearing a touch of red just to be able to say thank you, Jesus, for your unconditional and unending love for me and for all the people in the world. So, yes, those are the affirmations of the day. Thank you. Miracles and blessings. Oh, yes. Powerful, right? I love it. So, what are we talking about today? How to put your strengths to work. So, how many of you watching right now have already discovered your strengths and are working with your strengths? So, type I am if you are. So, for me, I'm putting up my hand to say, yes, I've discovered what my strengths are and I'm working at it. It took me time, let me be honest. So, I'm 44 this year, but I don't think I really started functioning in the full capacity of using my strengths and putting them to work until about maybe 6 years ago. So I always did so many things, but I never did things that were actually allowing my strengths to shine the most. So I did I started a business that allowed my strength to show, but it wasn't allowing all my strength to show. So that's the reason why I had to keep on digging deeper, trying to find out more about who I am. Thank you, JY Othipat, for saying I am awesome. I love that you already discovered what your strengths are. So important. So for me, what I'm doing right now is allowing my strength to shine. I'm born to speak. I'm born to share what I know and to be able to diffuse the information out to other people in a way that ignites them. So being a talk show host is allowing my strengths to shine. So you need to know what your strengths are. So I'm super thrilled that some of you have already discovered what your strengths are. And some of you will be asking, so Madame Merola, what exactly are strengths? Okay. So strengths are defined as character traits or skills that are considered positive. Okay. Character traits or skills that are considered positive. They are tasks and actions you can do well. I'll say that again. Strengths are defined as character traits or skills that are considered positive, and they are tasks and action you can do well. So you start to think already, okay, what are those things that I can do well? What are those things that people compliment me for? What are those things that is actually not a chore? It's so easy for me to do. And people just, wonder at the ease in which I'm able to perform at a high level with it. Okay. That's how you start to know what your strengths are. So many of us teach you guys to be able to discover what your SWOT analysis is for your personality, for your life. So you know that you start to write what your strengths are in the top left column, you write what your weaknesses are in the top right column, you write what your opportunities are in the bottom left corner, and then your threats in the bottom left right corner. So we're talking about your strengths today. Your strengths are key. Without your strengths in play, you might find that life is a bit more challenging. You might actually not enjoy the things you're doing. So it's important that you start to ask yourself, am I functioning in my area of strength on a daily basis? Or am I actually not allowing my strengths to come through, to shine? So before we start to get into the crux of what the strengths are and how you can start to put them into work, I want to share with you some of the benefits that comes from you discovering your strength and putting it to work. Because you need to know, why should I do this thing that Madame Merola is talking to me about today? You need to be able to understand that once you're able to put your strength to work, you will start to see the difference in the quality of life you live. Thank you so much, Dr. Ntabi, for the compliment that I speak so well. Yes, without strengths in play, life is more challenging. So, some of the benefits you're going to derive, and those of you that have been watching my show and know me, I always dish out things in the power of fives, right? because I believe it's easier to remember shorter amount of things at a time. So, number one thing that it helps you to stand out and shine as someone who is competent and capable. So, Dr. Intabi just said now that, Madame Merola, you speak well. So, it only makes sense that I've chosen a career path that allows me to use my strength of speaking well as my leverage. So I only pick jobs that allows me to showcase my communication skills. So that is the reason why I'm a talk show host. That's the reason why I work as a total transformational coach. That is the reason why I love teaching people about personal branding, because I help them to discover the key strengths that they have, what I call their superpowers, right? And then how to be able to function in the place of your superpowers so that you can function in your zone of genius with the oil of ease that comes with functioning from putting your strengths to work. That makes sense, right? It seems so simple, but many of us get it wrong because we've been taught for so long to concentrate on trying to minimize or improve our weaknesses. And we find ourselves functioning on a daily basis, doing the things that we are not conditioned to be the best at or conditioned to shine at. So that's the reason why when you do choose to intentionally put your strengths to work, you will stand out and shine as someone who is competent and capable. Okay. What is the next thing that you can gain if you start to put your strengths to work? You would boost your confidence and it would encourage you to try and do more things beyond your comfort zone, especially in your area of strength. Everybody loves to feel good about things. So when you record those little wins, when you do things in your area of strength, and people say that, wow, you did an amazing job. How do you feel? You feel great, right? Your head just starts to swell. You just have this tingling feeling all around you that, wow, people love what I'm doing. So at the end of the day, just because people started to resonate with you and they share the enthusiasm with you using your gift and your strength, you will want to do more. You want to develop your skill sets in your area of strength. You want to push yourself beyond your comfort zone of the things you're comfortable with to say, hey, I can develop my skill sets in this area even to another higher level. I want to keep on being excellent at this thing. I want people to see me showcasing my strengths and that I am confident doing this. Confidence is a derivative of playing from your area of strength. When you play from your zone of genius areas that incorporates your strength, you will feel like a super powered up being. I'm not kidding you. There is a buzz I get that nothing else gives me when I'm speaking, when I'm doing my shows, when I'm invited to be a guest speaker. I just absolutely feel like I feel like superwoman. I feel like, I'm untouchable. My confidence is skyrocketing high because I have this deep sense of assurance within me that I'm going to nail it. Why? Because I know that I'm operating from my zone of strength. It's a different feeling I get when I'm doing something I'm not too sure about, something I'm not confident about, something that I'm not well knowledgeable about. I tend to be more nervous. I tend to second guess myself and I tend not to perform at a higher level. Why? Because of the fact that I don't feel the same kind of energy that I feel when I'm doing something that I absolutely know that it's in my wheelhouse. It's something that is in my power zone. And that no matter what, even if you only give me 1 minute to prepare, I will slam dunk it. It gives you that boost of confidence when you know that you know what you know and you're good at it. Okay. So that's one of the other reasons. So that was number two. Number three is what? It helps you to get promoted and valued more in your workplace and profession. It can also help you command higher fees and salaries. Okay. So I'm just going to read some of the comments that I got. Hello to all the people that are joining in. Yes. Be intentional with your strengths. Strengths boost confidence and record the little wins. Absolutely correct, Dr. Interbellum. Okay. So when you're doing well at what you do, right? And when you're delivering all the valuables, guess what? You can ask for a higher pay. You can start to command a higher fee for whatever you're doing. So for me, as a corporate compare, what I command as a fee now in 2022 is not what I command as a fee when I started it officially earlier on in the 2000 years. Okay, so now, because of the fact that my confidence has increased, my expertise has increased, my level of excellence has increased, I know that I am phenomenal at what I do, and I'm able to confidently ask for what I'm worth to be able to deliver those services and value to people. So when you are working in a corporation or you are rendering services to people, the more people can see the value you bring to the table, the more people know that you are always going to over deliver beyond what they're paying for. Trust me, it will allow you to have the chance to get promoted if you are in a corporation. It will allow you to be able to get more financial remuneration for what you do. So you cannot go and ask somebody to pay you X thousands of dollars for something that you know that you are not absolutely phenomenal at, that you are standing out from among your colleagues and other people in your field. But when you know that, hey, they know what I can do. I am freaking competent at what I can do, and everyone knows that I'm going to deliver beyond the level of excellence. It gives you that easy reach to be able to say, oh, you know what? I know that when it's time for appraisal, I'm going to ask for promotion. I'm going to ask for a salary increase, and my bosses won't want to lose me. So they're going to want to pay me what I'm worth. Okay. So that's another benefit you get from it. Number four, very, very important, is that it helps you to have a happier life, because when you love your work, you're able to have this positive energy and this hyper vitality every time you get up in the morning, because you're able to say, hey, it's time to go to work. I'm going to go do something that I absolutely love. You're energized, you're passionate, you feel good. You want to go to work rather than go, oh gosh, it's another Monday now. And that's why they go, thank God it's Friday, because many people can't wait to get off work. While many of us, our life and our work are intermingled with each other because we absolutely love what we do for a living. So we are not looking to try and get out of our work. We absolutely embrace every opportunity to work because work is fun for us. Work is fulfilling. So you want to be able to find the areas where you can bring your strength to work so that you can have a happier and much more fulfilled state of being in life. And it improves your state of well being. It's so important for you to have that mental space that is positive, that is good. Your heart set is good. Your physical set is good. Your spiritual set is good, because you tend to be depressed or a bit moany or negative when you are not enjoying life. It is just the absolute truth. When you're doing a work that drains your energy, that just sucks the life out of you, that does not make you to soar or feel competent and capable, you are not excited about that work. You're only doing it because of the money you get from it. But when you're doing something that is able to pay you and also allows you to feel good, that is the best thing in the world, people. So that's why you need to find your zone of strength and then start to put them to work. And the fifth and final benefit I'm going to share with you today is that you achieve success and progress in life much more easier when you're leveraging on your strength. You just find out that you're not struggling as much to be able to be seen or to be heard or to be promoted or to be appreciated when you function from your area of strength. It's evident to everybody. It's evident to your bosses, it's evident to your superiors, it's evident to the people around you, it's evident to your family, it's evident to your clients when you start to function in the place of your zone of strength. You just start to see that success is much more easier for you to achieve. You start to see yourself making that growth pattern in your life. The progress is coming. Why? Because you're leveraging on your strengths, okay? So please don't waste too much of your time trying to function in your areas of weaknesses. God gave you your strength for a purpose. And it does not make any sense at all that you are fixated on trying to correct your strength for majority of your life, or you are living in a lifestyle that does not promote your strengths. It is such a downer. So you need to be able to change that, okay? So let me read some of the comments before I move on to the next session. Yes, pay for my worth, energy, and passion. Pay for doing what I feel good about. Very important. Function from your area of strength Success is easier in my strength, and you need to leverage on your strength. That's excellent. Dr. Intabella Ramile on Instagram. Thank you for putting all these points out. You are super fabulous. So, what are we going to talk about now? How you can put your strengths to work, because that's the title, right? How to put your strengths to work. And anyone that watches the show knows that I always give you practical tips, especially things that I have tried out myself. I am not I don't teach theory. I teach practical things. Anything I have not tried out, I would tell you the honest truth that, oh, okay, I heard about this, but I haven't tried it. So you can try it out and see whether it works or not. I'm just going to share with you what I've tried out. And the truth of the matter is that what works for me might not work for you. That's the reason why I always urge you to at least give it a try, because until you try, you don't know if it's going to work. That's why I'm always willing to try new things as well, because I am a lifelong learner. I want to keep on growing. I want to keep getting better. So, how can we put our strengths to work? Number one, it's so simple. Discover. Discover what your strengths are. Identify what they are. And how can you do this? You can take tests. We've got the 16 personality test that helps you to try and decipher what your strengths are. There's also the Clifton strengths that would share out of 34 kind of strengths. Actually, they call them talents, and then they give you your top five, and they tell you that these are the top fives that you should look at to be able to help you choose your career path and also the areas in which you want to focus on as your strength. It's called the Clifton Strengths Test. Okay, it's run by Gallup, and it's a paid for test. The 16 personality one is free. If you go to 16personalities.com, you can take your test and discover which one you are out of the 16. For me, I am ENFJ, so that is an extrovert, and I'm someone that's intuitive, and then I'm a feeler, and I'm a judger. So those are what those letters stand for. For the Clifton Strengths Test, my top five were: number one, futuristic; number two, communication; number three, positivity; number four is, oh my gosh, it's something to do with someone that makes things happen; and number five, I was given strategic. But when I looked at all the other things, I felt like that I'm also self-awareness as well, because I do all those things, and therefore it's so important to be able to know what your strengths are. So I'm the kind of person that, if there's something that is about you to share your dream with me, I'm already looking for ways to make, oh, activator. That's it. My fifth one is activator. I activate. That's why I am called an igniter, because once you share your dream with me, I'm looking at ways in which we can make it happen. I'm looking at how you can get started. Everyone that's ever worked with me or knows me personally knows that I am one of the quickest person that they know to implement on anything or any idea I come up with. I don't waste time too much in trying to figure out all the how. I just come up with the basic elements, and I believe so strongly that it's only by doing that you can get better and get feedback. Because if I don't implement quickly enough for me to be able to get it out there and get the feedback that I need to be able to tweak things, I'm going to lose out on the best or the newer versions of the things I can create. So I am an activator. I activate people's dreams. I activate goals and ideas. And that's the reason why I'm a very creative person. And I got certified as a creative intelligence coach, because I believe that people can become better in what they do if only they know how creative they are. So those are my strengths, right? What are your strengths? You need to discover them. As you can see, communicator came up because I knew before I took the test that communication was going to come up. I also knew that positivity was going to come because of the fact that everyone that knows me knows I'm always positive about life. I'm always encouraging people. I'm always talking. I'm always trying to use my voice as my amplifier. It is my tool of instrument for me to get my message out there, for me to be able to help people. So my strengths comes from knowing what I can do well, and I put them to work every single day of my life. So make sure you discover what your strengths are, so that that way you can start to identify them and ask yourself, how can I start to use my strength? And that's why the next step is important. Once you've identified them, write them down. Write them down and then start to say, what tasks or jobs or career paths would allow me to utilize my strengths on a regular basis? It's so important. So based on my 5 strengths that I shared with you guys when I took the Clifton strength test, right? So knowing that I'm an activator, knowing that I'm a futuristic person and I'm a communicator, I'm a positive person, and I'm strategic. Would it make sense for me to take a job that does not allow me to have the freedom to be able to implement ideas? Can you just imagine, as I shared in my story on Living My Gold, about the fact that if I'd become an accountant, it would have been like the death of me because of the fact that it wouldn't allow me the flexibility I need to come up with new ideas and new ways of doing things. And also, anything that does not allow me to interact with people, anything that does not allow me to shine in my zone of speaking or writing or communicating generally, is going to be like so freaking boring for me. I'm so restless in the way I am. So anything that does not allow me to keep on finding new projects to run and stuff, I'm just going to be bored. So the next step is for you to write down the task and the jobs that will allow you to showcase your area of strength. Once you do that, you can start to eliminate and cut correct and say, okay, I like this one, I like that one, let me try this one. It will allow you to start to focus more on the areas that will give you the opportunity to showcase your gift and talent rather than you wasting your time doing things that will stifle your strength, and then you'll be functioning in a place that you do not have your strengths coming to the forefront. Okay, that's why number 2 is very important. Write down the task and jobs you love that involves you using your strength. Okay, Dr. Teresa, thank you for believing in humanity. You're amazing. Thank you. Thank you, JYO3 Parts that says totally agree. Awesome, sis. Thank you, guys. All right, number 3. What else do you need to do? Find the jobs. Once you've written it down and you started looking and you've narrowed it down, start looking for the jobs and roles that allows your strengths to shine. And that will also allow you to be able to develop them. That's why I said there's nothing that can help you in life more than doing what you say you want to become good at. If you want to be a better singer, what's the best way to become a better singer? By singing, singing every day. Find a job that allows you to sing. So that's why you see some people take jobs at karaoke bars or places where they allow them to use the gift of their singing. I've chosen to spend my life as a speaker, public speaker, a trainer, and a talk show host. Why? Because it allows me to keep developing my gift of being a communicator. It's not just speaking, but writing. That's why I have books already published. I've got 2 published books and one that is a free book. And I'm planning to write more. Why? Because that allows me to keep on developing my skills. And if I do not have a job that allows me to showcase my strength and develop it, I will be unhappy. I would also be putting a dampener on my strength, and my strengths will become weakened. It is so easy to start to lose your strengths, and they start to become lesser and lesser when you are not developing them. So I keep saying this to people. The gift and the talent God has given to you are not meant to be kept in your back pocket. They're meant to be utilized. They're meant to be developed constantly. You develop it, you deploy it, you keep developing it, you deploy it. So it's a constant cycle. You keep discovering them, you keep developing them, and you keep deploying them. It's in the deploying that you're able to know areas you need more improvement in, and the more you do something, the better you become. So it's not just practice makes perfect, it's practice makes you better. Practice makes you more competent. Practice gives you the confidence. Practice gives you that security in knowing that I will be able to do a great job even when I'm not feeling my best. You must find jobs and roles that allows you to put your strengths at the forefront. If you know that you love interacting with people or you love interacting with children, why don't you find a job that allows you to be front and center working with children? It does not make sense to go and be working in an IT firm whereby you're hidden in a corner and you're not able to interact with children when you know that one of the key strengths you have is empathy, is to be able to work with children. It just doesn't make sense, people. But many of us are doing this on a daily basis because we're inundated with the fact that, oh, we've got responsibilities, we've got to pay bills. Well, why don't you get your bills being paid with a job that will actually leverage on your strengths? If only you would just give yourself that room to find the jobs that suit you better, You would not be moaning about the fact that it's Monday or Tuesday because you have to go to a job you absolutely despise. You can find a job, even if it's a lesser paid job, in your area of strength. And then as you grow it, you can move on to another organization or to another area because your strengths would be evident to people and they would be willing to pay you more. So you see, it's quite simple. It's just that we make life so complicated for ourselves. Find your jobs that would allow your zone of strength to be showcased. Oh my God. Thank you so much, Dr. Mese. You're so anointed. I'm feeling it. Yes. Find jobs that makes you feel like, yes, I'm relevant. You don't want to go to a job that you're just basically invincible because you know that you're not bringing anything extra to the table. So what is the next thing? Number four, market your strengths. All right, y'all, this is one thing that many people do. You've discovered your strength, you started working in it, but then you keep mum about it. You feel like, oh, it's not Christian like, or it's not right for me to talk about myself or talk about the things I'm good at. People will think I'm just, showing off or I'm being proud. Excuse me. Even Jesus Christ used to say who he was and the things that he could do. You need to be able to own your zone of genius. You need to be able to own your strength and to be able to tell people confidently, like, you know what? I can do this. I can do that. You are looking for someone to be able to coordinate your team and show them how they can give the best of themselves. I know how to do that. I'm a total transformational coach. I will make them see what the areas of strength are. I would help them to be able to say, yes, you can actually live your best life today. You can do what you are called to do in this zone of genius. Okay. So I've got Gloria saying she's connecting from Zambia. Welcome, Gloria, to Live a Phenomenal Life Show. It's so important, people. I cannot stress this enough that if you are not willing to talk about your key strengths and let people know that you are capable of delivering well, you're going to struggle. You're going to struggle to find people that will connect with you or want to work with you. So you need to market your strength. You need to let people know what you're good at and put yourself out there to be considered for opportunities to use your strengths to build your personal brand because you're a personal brand. And what will make you stand out? What will make you to be shining in your zone of creativity and genius is the fact that you constantly put yourself out there. You constantly let people know that, hey, this is who I am. My name is Madame Merola. And if you want someone who's phenomenal at communicating and helping you to discover your area of zone of genius so that you can start to function as a profitable, prominent, and powerful personal brand, then you speak to me. You hire me as your coach because I will put the bang in you. That's how I say it every single time. And I'm not ashamed to say it. I own my strengths. I am thankful and grateful to God for giving me this gifts and talents, and I'm not going to waste them. And I'm not going to live a life trying to do the things I know that it's not my zone of genius, it's not my lane. This is what I can do well, and that's what I'm going to keep doing every single day. And anyone that wants to connect with me, anybody that wants to work with me, let's get it. Let's get it done. Let's work together at the right fee, though, because I'm not going to do it for free. You need to be able to pay a fee, but I'm going to help you. And if you want me to help you for free, watch my shows, watch my lives, watch all the content and read the content I put out every single day. That is my way of giving back. At the end of the day, I'm doing this to honor myself and to honor the God that created me and to be able to serve the people I've been called to. So if you don't talk about yourself, if you don't talk and market your strengths, you are going to actually struggle to find that your strengths are not being valued as much as you like. Because if you're quiet about it, you keep getting overlooked for promotion. Your boss will probably keep on giving other people hires because they ask. That's why Matthew 7:7 says, ask and it shall be given unto you. Seek and ye shall find. Knock and the door shall be open unto you. And when you put those three letters together, it goes back again to an acronym called ASK. So you need to be able to ask people that, hey, do you need someone that can do X and Y, Z? I'm that person. This means you're looking for. And you need to be bold enough to talk about yourself because people like people that are confident. Market your strengths. Okay. So, what's the fifth and final one? This is simple. If you get it, trust me, your life will change. Concentrate at least 80% of your time and energy on your strengths. Okay. Put your strengths up front and center. Tell yourself that I'm going to use 80% of my time trying to build on my strengths. I have weaknesses, yes. I would spend 20% working on the weaknesses that are important for me to have. But I am going to concentrate at least 80% of my time and energy functioning from my strengths zone. That's where the power lies. That's where the profiting lies. That is where you get to start to move ahead in a way that people will just wonder what is happening, because you've decided to focus on your strengths. You are backing it up, you are investing in it, you are deploying it, and you are constantly growing at it. You would be unstoppable. You would truly start to live a life that you enjoy. It's important, ladies and gentlemen, that you recognize what your strengths are and that what you do well enough and start to apply them in every area of your life, whether it's for your emotional health, whether it's for your spiritual life, whether it's for your personal life, whether it's for your professional life, whether it's for your mental health. You will find that you are in a much, much happier and fulfilled state of well being if only you start to play from your area of strength. Put your strength to work. Don't waste your strengths, don't bury them, don't put them at the back. Don't be wasting your life away, because our lifetime is finite. We're not here for eternity as human beings. We're going to have to move and transcend to another kind of life when all is all said and done. We all have a day that is appointed for us to die. So why do we live like we have all the time in the world? They say that the richest, wealthiest place in the world is the burial ground. Why? Because many people passed away without utilizing their strengths, without using their voice or their gift or their talents, dying with their dreams within them. What a shame. I don't want that to be your story. I don't want that to be my story. That's why I show up every Monday as much as I can, doing what I know how to do best. That's why I take jobs, and when I'm offered opportunities to maximize my strength and to showcase what I do, I say yes to them. And I'm also unapologetically happy to say no to the things that drains me, to the things that I have zero joy in doing. I cannot imagine somebody trying to offer me a job as a cleaner. Even if they're going to pay me millions, I'm going to respectfully decline. Why? Because I absolutely do not know how to clean very well and I don't like it. So I just don't bother myself trying to do those things. Even in my own home, I hire a housekeeper to clean for me because my house would be messy if I didn't have someone doing it for me. And if I had to spend time cleaning, I would be miserable because I feel like it's taking me away from the things I absolutely love that I can do at a much, much higher value. So that's the way I see life. Okay. Oh, thank you, Doctor. And she says, I highly recommend your services of coaching. Thank you, sis. So stop trying to live from a vantage point of where your strengths are not being amplified. Please find those jobs, find areas in which you can create for yourself. That's why I always say that if there is no opportunity available for you to maximize or showcase your strength, create one. I didn't wait for people to be inviting me all the time to their own shows or to come and speak at platforms before I chose to start my own show. I realized that if I'm going to keep waiting and I saw that it was coming in trickles, then I'm not going to be able to develop my skills. So what did I do? I started my own show. This show that you guys are watching, 2017. I started it and it's been going strong. We've got over 200 episodes already recorded. Why? Because I realized that it is up to me to make sure that I give myself the best chance to showcase and improve my strengths. So if you cannot find opportunities or jobs that will allow you to showcase your strength, create one, my sisters. Create one, my brothers. No one is holding you back. You got the freedom to do whatever you want to do. So stop holding yourself back from functioning your area of strengths and weaknesses. And many times we need to understand that there is a period of sacrifice whereby you are probably going to do all this work for free. Why? Because you need to have what I call social proofs. You need to show people that I have done this and done that, because people don't trust easily. People are not going to just believe you for your word. They need evidence, and the evidence comes from doing. So you need to probably coach some people for free. You probably need to go speak as an MC at some events for free so that you have all the social proofs to be able to tell people that, see what I can do, see what I can do. I did this for that group. I did this for this organization. I did this for this group. And then before you know it, you start to accumulate a lot of evidence to back what you say. You know, we have many people that are great talkers. They talk the big talk, but they ain't got no proof to show what they can do because they're just trying to con you. And that's the reason why you need to be you need to be sensible and wise. Make sure you check people that have credibility and consistency in what they do. I have been teaching personal branding for years now. I've written a book about it. So you know that I'm damn serious about personal branding because of the fact that I have committed a lot of time, energy, and resources into it. Yes. Maduka says, create one. Absolutely. So important. You cannot afford to keep on waiting for people to give you opportunities when you know that you have so much to offer. Create an opportunity for yourself. Tell yourself that, hey, you know what? Time waits for no man. And I don't know what tomorrow is going to bring. So I better create that opportunity for myself. Bella says, I'm with you there. I don't want to clean my house either. Sister, I don't want to clean my house. So when I have to, trust me, it's not my happiest day, but I do it because I cannot stand a mess. And I'm so thankful to have an awesome housekeeper that helps me to keep my house absolutely sparkling clean. So, yay, you need to be able to know all these things. You need to be able to, as I said, the 50, use 80% of your time focusing on your area of strength. So, I spend a lot of my time reading, I spend a lot of my time researching, I spend a lot of my time writing and speaking. Why? Because that's my area of strength. I need to read to be able to get more knowledge, to be able to impact the people that I'm called to serve better. I don't want to be stale, could be saying the same thing over and over again. I don't want to be predictable that you guys are going to say, oh, I know exactly what Madame Merola is going to say. You ain't going to know exactly what I'm going to say because I'm going to bring something new to the table every single day. I pride myself in doing that. I tell myself, challenge yourself to be 1% better every single day. Why? Because I don't want to be complacent. I don't want to get too comfortable in my area of expertise and feel like I know it all. No, I'm going to keep learning. I'm going to keep growing, and I'll learn from anybody that is willing to teach me and is willing to also diffuse out or disseminate information. I will learn from Dr. Interbella. I'll learn from Grace. I'll learn from anybody that's willing to teach me. Why? Because that's how you grow. So I have a quote for you guys that I believe would be very, very beneficial. So the quote says, we can be the most effective in our lives and careers and businesses when we use our strengths to improve our lives and the people we're called to serve. I'll say that again. For those on Facebook and stuff, you can see the quote. For those on Instagram, let me say it again for you guys so that you get it. We can be the most effective in our lives and careers or businesses when we use our strengths to improve our lives and the people we are called to serve. It's that simple. We find effectiveness when we play from our zone of strength. It's much more easier to do a good job. It's much more easier to do a great job. It's much easier to do an excellent job. It's much easier to do a phenomenal job when your strengths are in play. You are just able to do things in a way that other people can't because it's your strength and not theirs. And that's why in life, you have to find people that complement you. So I look for people that are strong in the other areas that I'm lacking in so that they can give my own strength that extra boost that I need. It's important that you look for people that their strengths complements your strengths and also their strengths challenges you to keep growing because when you see other people functioning in their area of strength and doing well, you are inspired and challenged to say, I want people to be able to look at me and say, I know exactly what Madame Marola is great at. I know what her strengths are, and I can see her putting it into play every single day. What are your strengths, Mudukwe? What are your strengths, Gloria? What are your strengths, Interbellum? You need to know them and start to ask yourself, am I putting them to work every single day for me? Your strength is your zone of profiting. The money that you're seeking comes when you put your strengths to play every single day. You don't want to bury your talents and gifts. You would be miserable in the future knowing that you had the opportunity to utilize something that was already within you to actually profit you as well. Start to put your strengths to work and see how all other things shall be added unto you. It's so important, guys. Your strengths is your area of profiting. Put them to work. Thank you guys for joining me today. If you have any questions, please ask me now. If not, then the show is over so that you guys could go and enjoy your Valentine Day. Okay? So let me see. Start your own if nobody invites you. Social proof, people don't trust easily. Read, read, read. Yes, yes, yes. You got to read, people. You cannot get better at being your best self if you don't read. And knowledge is available to you in so many different ways and forms. They come through books, audiobooks, podcasts, and also through coaching, through watching shows like this. You need to be able to grow yourself. And the best way to grow in a way that would be exciting is by putting your strengths to play and functioning from that zone of genius. Yes, we need to reciprocate our values. Absolutely right. So, for those of you, in case you just don't know who this beautiful woman on the screen is, my name is Madame Merola. I am known as the Bang Creator because I ignite the beautiful and bold, audacious, no excuses, God's masterpiece in you. My singular job is to ignite your dreams and destinies to be fulfilled. I want you to be able to discover who you are, what you've been uniquely wired to do, your area of zone of genius, and then help you to be able to build a prominent, powerful, and profitable personal brand from it. That is what I do. So I am known as a total transformational coach because I help you to dig deep inwards to discover yourself. And then I am an image and personal branding specialist because I'm able to put and package you right so that the people who need what you have can find you and want to work with you. So if you are ready to do any of these things in your lives, I would like to recommend myself to you as your coach. I would love to work with you. And I also want to invite you to join me and two other powerful women this Wednesday for the first International Personal Branding Conference. So it's this Wednesday and it's hosted by Dr. Interbella Gramilla. If you send me a DM, I will send you the details so that you can register. And we are going to teach you how to be a profitable and powerful personal brand. Your personal brand is your leverage to getting your light to shine and being paid for it. You don't want to be just an ordinary personal brand. You want to be a phenomenal one. You want to be an epic one, which is the title of my book, How to Be an Epic Personal Brand, the A to Z of personal branding. If you've not read that book yet, please send me a DM and I will let you know how you can get a copy of that book. I also have an inspirational book out there called Gold Digger, Inspiration to Live Your Best Life. It's got 420 affirmations and 100 original quotes and life coaching sessions in it just to keep you inspired to be the best version of you every single day. This show is all about inspiring, empowering, and transforming your life one show at a time because I believe in you. I believe that there's so much more in us that we need to put out there for the world to be able to recognize us, respect us, and also value us. And I don't want you to live a mediocre life. So that's the reason why this show has been birthed and it's going on now, fifth season. So over 200 episodes are out there for you to just d- disseminate the information. I get guests that come on the show to share their wealth of knowledge so that you can have the help you need to become a phenomenal person. I don't want you to just be phenomenal. I want you to live a phenomenal life always. Till next week, Monday, I look forward to you guys joining me again. If you've derived any value from this video, please click the like button and also share this video with at least one other person. If you felt that you gained, even if it was just 1% value from this video, do me that courtesy Show me love today on Valentine's Day, y'all. And just click that button and say, I want somebody else to also gain from this value that I'm sharing with them. And I know that you will do that. And I know that you will do that. So and as I was singing for you guys, I said, I love you. People, I love you. I love you. I hope you love yourself. Enjoy your Valentine's Day. God bless you and mwah. Bye.